Are you new to smudging? Do you want to help your family experience the amazing benefits of smudging, but you're not sure how to get them involved? Whether you're very experienced in how to smudge with sage or you're new to it, this video is all about smudging for beginners and how exactly to start a smudge circle with your family. Hi there, I'm Mallory. Welcome back to the Tribal Trade channel, where we share new videos every single week about smudging, Indigenous culture, and Native teachings. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you never miss a video. It can be simple to learn to smudge yourself, but when you're trying to teach others and include others in your smudge circle or group smudge ceremony, there can be a little bit more to navigate to ensure your loved ones have a positive smudging experience. We've had a lot of our tribe ask us how to introduce their children to smudging with the sage practice and smudging for beginners. We put together this video with 6 simple steps to follow in order to successfully start a smudge circle with your family. So that way they can learn the basics of how to smudge right from the beginning, until fully maximizing all of the benefits and positive energy that smudging with sage can result in. Learning about the practice of smudging with sage and reaping its benefits can be an exciting process, and it's human nature when something is exciting to want to share it with those around you. But since smudging is a sacred and sometimes intimate form of blessing, it can be difficult or nearly impossible to ask a loved one to just dive in head first. This video is here to help you navigate the process of introducing 2 big parts of your life, smudging and your family. Let's get started with these simple steps to start a smudge circle with your family. The first step to getting your loved ones, whether it's your family or friends, involved in smudging with sage is to first learn about smudging yourself first. If you're not familiar with the art of smudging, then it's going to be pretty difficult to share the knowledge with your family. In order to feel secure in sharing the practice, make sure you know enough about it yourself before introducing it to others. We have a video on how to smudge, and that link will be down in the description. There are a couple options when it comes to watching the video. You can always take a look at it on your own and go through a complete smudging ritual yourself first before involving your family. Or you could check out the introductory video together so you can learn on the same wavelength. Learning together might just be fun, definitely a bonding experience. After you're familiar with the practice of smudging, you can move on to the next step. The second step to start smudging with your family is to identify clear intentions for wanting to start a smudge circle with your family. Before you jump into the practice with those closest to you, take a look inwards. We recommend taking a look inside yourself before any smudging session. So this is probably something you're already familiar with. Before starting a smudge circle with your family, identify clear intentions as to why you want to share the practice with them. This is done not only to make your smudge as effective as possible, but to get you and your family on the same page when it comes to smudging. A few good examples on reasons behind starting to smudge with your family could be to tighten your bond, to navigate through a difficult time of grief, to welcome a new family member, to overcome disagreements. Of course, you aren't restricted to these reasons. Every family is different, which means that you'll set different intentions for smudging together. What is one of the reasons that you want to smudge with your family or your friends? Let me know in the comments. The third step for how to start smudging with your family or friends is to figure out who will be in your smudge circle. So the third step is determining who in your family will be joining your smudge circle. The best way to find this out is to be open and ask members of your family who's interested in joining. Try to avoid telling anyone what they have to join. If you allow it to be a choice, the smudging will be more effective. You can't force harmony. Once you have a good idea of who's interested in smudging with you, then you can start planning out the practice itself, informing everyone who's included on what the specific smudging day and time and what the session will look like. Has anyone else in your family smudged before, or are you the first one? Is your family the type to be open to new experiences like this? Let me know in the comments. There are 3 more steps when it comes to smudging for beginners, specifically including others such as your family for the first time. These next ones are the most important, so listen up. The 4th step for beginning a smudge circle with your family is to brief your family members. Prepare them on what smudging is and the immense benefits that they can get from participating. Some of your family members might be interested in smudging, yet aren't exactly sure what it is or what it can do for them. This is the perfect opportunity for you to give them an overview on the power of smudging and the effect that it can have on your space and your family as a whole. I guarantee that your family will be more open to the experience once they learn about the good that smudging can do. Always comforting to be informed about a new experience before jumping right in. To put your family members at ease, make sure to answer any questions they might have and take the process at their pace. Once they get used to smudging and see the benefits for themselves, the preparation won't be so detailed. But a slow beginning is sometimes necessary for family members who tend to be more cautious and wary. The 5th step on how to smudge with your family is then finally performing your smudging ceremony. The part that you've all been waiting for. It's finally time to perform the smudge circle itself. When you're going through the ritual, make sure to take it slow so your family and those who might be new to the practice understand what's going on during each step. If you need to go back to step 1 and familiarize yourself with the process, don't be afraid to do so. Learning and preparation is the best way to feel confident when you actually start the physical practice of smudging. This will create a sense of appreciation and understanding and will encourage everyone to want to continue the practice in the future. By moving through your smudging ritual in a thoughtful and careful manner, you're expressing energy that nurtures your family and creates a positive space for them. This can only help with the strength of your bond. Now, the 6th and final step when smudging with your beginners, who are your family, is to follow up with your circle afterwards to get an understanding of how their experience was. Once the smudge session is over, check in with your loved ones and understand how the circle was from their perspective. Ask questions yourself and give them space to ask you questions in return. Ask them what they liked about the smudge circle and how it made them feel. If there was anything they wish they could have changed about the session, make sure to take note of that as well. There's always room for improvement with future sessions. If this video has got you interested about starting a smudge circle with your family, we recommend brushing up on the art of smudging itself. Check out this video in the description down below or right up here to share your skills and refine them so that you're ready to share all the benefits of smudging with your family. Smudging should be a calming, peaceful process that brings people together and connects them. In no way should it overwhelm you or your loved ones. Just remember to take things at your own pace. Check out Tribal Trade Co. for any smudging resources that you might need. We have several of these resources for smudging with sage. We have our Sacred Medicines and Smudging Guide. We have personalized smudge prayers for you. We have lots of more free videos just like this one and a full blog on our website. We also have a free Facebook group dedicated just for people wanting to learn about Indigenous teachings and a transformational online course for helping people just like you to use Indigenous teachings such as smudging to live with resiliency and achieve the happiness that you desire in your everyday life. In order for your smudge practice to be as successful as possible, you're going to need the right tools. So make sure that you check out our website to make sure you have everything relating to smudging that you might need, from sweetgrass to sage and everything in between. So the only question that's left is, who in your family do you want to smudge with? Send them this video and let us know how it goes in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day and we'll see you next time.